Not often do I think a movie is very scary. I watch a lot of horror movies, and almost every one of them, I may like it a lot, but I rarely say a movie is scary. The last one I can recall off the top of my head, and I'm sure there's been one since, is The Babadook. That movie scared the crap out of me. But today I just saw SKINAMARINK. This is a Shudder original, and I don't know what to say about this movie. It is an hour and 40 minutes long. It is There's very little going on. There's very little sound. It's mostly like ambient noises, white noise and things like that. It's a lot of just visual stuff, and I'll just leave it like that. This movie filled me with dread. It was terrifying. It was like a 2-hour nightmare. I was uncomfortable the whole time. For like the first 40 minutes, I was okay, and then I started realizing that I was really antsy. I was getting dry mouthed. I wouldn't recommend you let your kids watch it. I'm not gonna request that my wife watch it. She can watch whatever she wants, but if she's not trying to, I'm not gonna ask her to. This movie is dreadful, man. It is claustrophobic. You ever have? Okay, I don't know what to say about it because I don't want to ruin anything, but it's very hard to sit through. This is a marathon of a movie, man, and it's I think it's going to be very polarizing. I think some people are going to think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic. I don't know if I like it or not, but I think it's fantastic. And some people are going to absolutely hate it. There's going to be a lot of people that are bored by it, and I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I think you can be bored by it. You can be excited by it. You can love it. You can hate it. You can think it's great. You can think it's terrible. There is no wrong answer. This is like the epitome of art. I know I probably sound hypocritical some because I don't like a lot of movies that fall into this same category. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I will say this. I think that this movie absolutely needs to be seen in a theater. It's a Shudder original, so if you have a really good setup at home and you can get it real dark, okay, cool. Man, the theater crushed it, dude. This movie, there was a thing that happened in the movie theater. I assume it'll happen in all movie theaters. Once we get a week or so into this, I'll ask people once I don't have to, won't be spoiling things. It happened and it completely caught me off guard. Yeah, dude. I saw this movie with about 30 other people. A lot of people were disturbed by this. Disturbing. This movie is very disturbing. My review of this movie, I had a goal. I don't think I have a goal anymore because I don't really know what to say about it other than I think they got exactly what they wanted out of it. This movie was made for $15,000. So when you watch it, think about that. Part of it is that it's low budget. It's an indie film. It is hard to be original. It's hard to be effective on that low of a budget and be doing this kind of thing. I don't even know what the movie's really about. I kind of went into it blind. I saw the trailer once or twice, and I just got reminded of what the trailer was. I don't even really remember the trailer of this film. But I went in kind of blind. What happened was I had a work meeting I work at a theater part-time. We had a staff meeting, and I went in, and they said, "Hey, if y'all want to stay and watch SKINAMARINK, we're going to show it after the meeting because it comes out today." And so I was like, "Oh yeah, man, I'll check that out, dude. It's that Shudder original. I'm interested." And so I stayed and I watched it. I'll be honest, about 30 minutes in, I wasn't sure. It took a little while. You have to accept what this is. This movie is visceral in a way of solitude. It's claustrophobic. It is confusing. It's like being trapped in a scenario that you have absolutely no control over, and it involves kids. So if you take all that stuff and you think about it, that's the recipe for just a destructive, I don't know what to call it, man, because it's not. A lot of people are going to be confused by my review of this when they watch it. All I want you to go experience it for yourself. I want you to watch it in a theater, preferably with some people because it'll be fun to experience this with people and talk about it afterwards. If you watch this one alone, you might be in for a pretty rough time. The same kind of feeling that I had after watching The Joker is what I had after this. The same feeling. This is more scary than The Joker, but the same nauseating, what did I just experience? Am I okay? You have to do a lot of reflection, a lot of looking in the mirror, a lot of time to think. This movie is rough, dude. This is very interesting. I'm excited to see what people are saying about it. I expect it to be pretty 50-50. Heck, man, I expect people to hate it actually. But SKINAMARINK is the scariest movie I've watched in quite some time, and I would urge you to go see it in the theater if you're a fan of horror movies. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. So I just wanted to come home. I actually drove home to review this, and I had to be back at work in less than 2 hours, and it was important enough for me to drive home, film this, drop it, and get back to work. So I'm going to get out of here for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you get to go see SKINAMARINK in the theater. I hope you enjoy it. If my review was crazy to you, if you don't like what I said about the movie, let me know in the comments, man. This is something that I don't know a right answer. I don't think I'm right about it. I don't think you're wrong about it. I don't think you're right about it. And I don't think I'm wrong about it. This is an interesting movie, and I think it deserves to be talked about. Even movies I don't like, I want to experience them, and I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I think I like it. I think I might even love it, but I don't know how often I'll watch it. Oh man. Anyways, y'all have a good weekend, guys. Go out there and see SKINAMARINK. It's a Shudder original. Check it out. Support these independent movie makers, and yeah, catch you on the next one. Peace.